What's good, cousin-ronies? What's good? I came to come check out the vibes with y'all, so come get cozy with me for a minute. And thank you so much for stopping by. And what they be saying? Like, comment, subscribe, all the things. Okay, fuck with your girl. Y'all said we was cousins. All right, amen. So first and foremost, cousin, you are going through some very beautiful financial changes. Your guides are telling you to stop second guessing them because it's about to make sense. I feel like you second guess your growth, you second guess your mental capacity and what it is that you truly know and the level of mastery to which you are in. And it feels like your guides are getting ready to show you in real time that you've been building towards something and you weren't crazy when you noticed that you were building towards something. Stop trying to talk yourself out of it and stop trying to go back and play safe or play lateral with what makes sense. If anything, your guides are really just telling you to go with your intuition and what makes sense. It doesn't have to all make sense right now. Your guides really just want you to get comfortable with having more, be that more financial stability or having more responsibility, but regardless, just having more and knowing that you're fine, you're balanced, and you're safe in whatever that thing is because the divine chose you to have it for a reason. So your guides are saying, follow your gut, man. Trust where it is that you're being led. I think that also you could kind of deter yourself because I think that you look for reflections of what it is that you want to accomplish, maybe in your environment, in your family, and the people around you, and you don't see it. So it makes you think that certain things are not very possible for you, but you couldn't be more wrong. It is possible for you, and it's actually possible through you, and that's why you were chosen to do it. So become more okay with being the first. Being the first to try it, being the first one to find audacity, being the first to experiment with authenticity and how to express it. But there is a reason why you're chosen to do the thing. And your guides are saying, follow your gut. It's about to rearrange your life completely. Who cares if it's awkward? Who cares if it's cringy? Who cares if it's taken you a long time? Who cares? This next phase of your life is so yours. Like, I feel like you've been at the top of a cliff, like, but in a good way. Like you've been on a high, but I don't think that you know that it can get higher and it will get higher. You're being prepared for generational wealth. I think that you are actually the one in your bloodline that literally sows the seeds of generational wealth. You lay the foundation for it. Your guides are so proud of you. They're so proud of you, to say the very least, because I think that you don't have a whole lot of influence in what it is that you're trying to accomplish, but your guides really want you to respect yourself and how far you've came. Trust your ideas. Trust your ability to move forward and multiply and flip it. You know what I'm saying? Because thus far, an underlying energy here is you're doubting. You're doubting when you already put in the work. You're doubting when you were already chosen. You're doubting when you had already kind of done the work to sow the appropriate seeds, okay? Hold on, y'all, bear with me, okay? But you've already done the work, okay? And it feels like your guides just want you to give yourself permission to be in it. Follow your intuition, follow your gut before it makes sense. The validation that you're looking for is already on the horizon if you can make space for it and stop making excuses and stop running away from what is divinely chosen for you. Your intuition is telling you to go at certain things because it's literally a part of your soul's mission. It's a part of the divine blueprint. You see what I'm saying? So you're just awakening to what was already going to play out already, what is already done. You're just getting ready to go through it. So the resistance is extremely unnecessary. Be able to peer through the illusions and the BS that doesn't really matter in where you're going. That's why your guide slowed you down to get rid of the shame, the guilt, the anxiety, the poor perception of self. Because where you're going, you needed confidence, you needed self-awareness, and you needed to know how to protect the value that you bring to the table. That's why you were slowed down. I think that your guides also needed to pick certain people out of your garden. But your guides are telling you now it's time for you to be more accountable for your future. If you knew that your next steps were going to be 100% blessed, that you were going to multiply in it regardless, that you were going to reach the top regardless, what would you do? Okay, well, now you need to make more space for that and stop treating it like a hobby. Treat it like your life depends on it. Treat it like your great-great-grandchildren's life depends on it, because it does. And I'm not saying that to fearmonger you. I'm saying this shit is real. And you're the real deal, and you're really going to do it. So really get on board. The resistance, the, trying to go against the divine plan, that's cool in character development. But regardless, you're still going to hit your marks. You're still going to continue to follow spirit eventually in what you're prompted to do, because your soul knows the way. Your higher self knows the way. So your guides are kind of just telling you to stop resisting. You know what to do. You got called to do something more at work, or for your business, or to show your face more, or to share your voice, or what it is that you know more, or to create more, or to create something at all. Your guides know the magic in what it is that you're going to produce before you do. But I need you to know that you're about to do something so amazing that only you can do. And maybe you've done it on a small scale, but I'm here to affirm you and remind you that you're about to do it on a big scale. No more excuses. No more unpacking in other people's lives and their responsibilities and the things that they run from. Your guides are preparing you to have your piece of the pie. And if you do not obtain it, it's not going to be because the divine didn't choose you. It's not going to be because you weren't talented. It's going to be because you avoided it. It's going to be because you chose to not have it. It's going to be because you let your shadow run the show and tell you that you couldn't do it and that you couldn't have more. The divine is trying to bring you such a blessing that is going to set a whole new tone and tempo for your life, for your children, for your nieces, for your nephews. So get on board. You were always a chosen one. That's why you were always rebellious. That's why you always kind of couldn't skip to the beat of nobody else's drum but your own. So remember that energy. Skip to the beat of the drum of your dream. Trust your intuition. Follow your gut on that. And I promise you, the divine will surpass your highest expectations, to say the very least. Your guides are literally preparing you for probably one of the most major shifts that you'll take in your life. You're about to come into a major opportunity too. And it's going to either make you stand up tall or it's going to make you cower. But you're going to have an opportunity to come more into your power. But your guides are saying things don't change until you change them. Set your intentions and you're going to be divinely supported. On the other side of this, it says rich AF. Your guides are not playing around, and they couldn't be more clear. You were chosen to do the thing. You were chosen to be the first generational millionaire. You were chosen to anchor in emotional intelligence in your bloodline. You were chosen to be the master alchemist. You were chosen to be the first generation business owner or whatever it is, but you were chosen to do it. And you're going to do it just fine. And you've been doing fine thus far. Maybe not in the ways that you would hope, but I think that you acquired a lot of lessons that you needed in order for you to be a powerhouse in the timeline that you are being prepared for. Stop trying to alley-oop your divine inheritance to the next. It's not going to work. The divine is going to keep recentering you over and over and over and over again. So set your intentions of who you believe you can be and what it is that you want, why you want it, and start taking the necessary action so that the divine can meet you halfway. The divine was not going to give you more if you were not willing to even meet yourself halfway. But now I think that you want to something. Now you're anchoring in new patterns. making new types of decisions that are more covering of yourself and your best interests. And I feel like your guides just think that you're ready. I think they think that you're ready. You're ready for more. You're ready for the level up. They've been baby stepping you little by little these last maybe 6 months or so, but you're about to be in a whole new league. You're about to be in the big leagues. Get clear about who you are. Free of imposter syndrome. Get clear about it. Because you're the one that's really about to be running the show. I need you to act like it. Things will not change until you change them. You're going to be walking away from something once and for all. That could be even an old version of yourself, an old timeline, just the old in general. Everything around you is always going to be new, baby, because everything about you has evolved from your self-love to how you look at the world to what you want in love. So make space. There's wisdom or a lesson here that you don't see. So get out of fear, get out of anxiety, get out of trying to tell the divine what to do and just show up. I feel like you and the divine have been weaving together a plan for some time now that you're just kind of afraid to execute because maybe you're afraid of failure or maybe you're afraid of success. I don't know. But either way, you're going to do the thing. When you choose to do the thing is your business, but you're going to do it regardless. So be awkward, be quirky, whatever it is, but be consistent about it. Be great at it. And be a safety net for yourself as you rebirth and learning to be the best at it. Going from student to teacher, from student to master. You're going to have to go through all of the seasons of it, okay? But just know that your guides are preparing you. And soon enough, you're going to be preparing others for a similar walk. That's why you were chosen to do it. Your level of communication, your level of empathy, your level of care and consideration, your level of talent and artistry. That is why it couldn't have gone any other way, and it had to be you. So your guides are telling you to trust your calling because it's happening for you. Just get clear about how you want to express it, baby. But the divine has already stamped the blessing for you, and that's just on period. So, cousin, I don't want to hear no more excuses. I love you. I love you. I'm always here to support you, okay? Like, comment, and subscribe if this resonated for you. Let me know what you guys are feeling, what you guys want to know, what tips you guys may need in your healing journey. I'm an open book, but I love you guys. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Share with a friend, and share with a friend and a cousin and a friend and an uncle and a mama and a daddy and a